You said previously that the first meeting was not as lopsided as the score indicated. Overall, how would you say this game unfolded differently than the first one?
Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of time other than to console the boys. Yeah, it wasn't, like tactically it wasn't different. They pressed us the same, so the solutions were the same. We weren't as sharp. But yeah, it was, you know, to go two to the good, with not a whole lot left. You know, I thought, you know, on another day, hopefully we close that thing out. But yeah, unlucky with how the free kick came about. I guess that's all I should say. And yeah, and then the second kind of gets, you know, a service that gets kind of caught in the guy's hip and pops to their striker. So, yeah, I mean, Wake's a good team, right? They're young and they're hungry, ambitious. They've been on a good run. So, credit to them that, you know, it goes down as a draw and goes to pens, and you know we missed it. So that's part of the game. So I'm proud of the guys and how they played, and proud of the boys who stepped up and took pens. And yeah, we now we wait.
How hard is that waiting game now to know some things, but also not know a lot of things?
Yeah, I don't know because we've never done this. This weekend off, you know, coming in, and you know we have. Yeah, well, I don't know where the RPI sits right now. I didn't look after the game, but yeah, I don't know where we're really at, and but yeah, it's about at this point in the season, like we're a little banged up. Like this could be a blessing here. How do you stay sharp in a long break? I'm not exactly sure, but I do know how to recover, and I do know how to manage the training load. So I think we can get our guys to a good place and then refresh ourselves and yeah, get ready for whatever's next.
To go up to and then have Wake get the two equalizers, what's your message to the team going into overtime?
Yeah, I felt like, I mean, I thought we could still play through them. I was obviously worried about turnovers in the midfield and transitional moments from there. But yeah, I thought there were still moments that we could break, and there's still really good chances that we had. So yeah, the message was to keep doing what we've done, and you know, to continue to play and continue to be brave and try to pass through them.
Prior to the shootout, do you say anything to Martine? Do you say anything to your shooters? How much do you interact with your players before a shootout, or do you just leave them alone at that point?
No, I mean, they know the order. I told them the order this morning during activation. No, you tell them, like, you tell them you trust them and to believe in themselves and step up and do what we've done in training for the last week. And, and it's hard to step in those moments for those guys. Like, you put yourself completely out there, and, those are moments of great elation, or, you're feeling the hurt. And yeah, I'm proud of all 7 guys who took them, and I feel bad for the 2 guys that didn't score, but look, they're guys we trust and guys we'd go back to again. So I wouldn't change anything that we did. I wouldn't change any one of the penalty kick takers. Those were the right choices and the right guys to take it. And though they did not score, or the 4 of them did, or 5 of them, whatever it is, and it went down that way. It is what it is at this point.
What is your approach to working on shootouts when you go the full season without them coming into play,
Sure.
but obviously they're big when they do come into play?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to overemphasize it. We did train it since, since last, it's hard to remember what day it is. We began training them last week, or early in this week, probably on Monday or whenever we recovered from the Louisville game. We were ready for them against Boston College, and obviously we didn't need them then. We hit them again yesterday, which is normal. We did not hit them on Friday because we were still recovering. This is a tough tournament to to play and to recover quick enough and all that. So, yeah, and those guys were ready. It's one moment, it's one kick. It's a really cruel way to end, either to win it or to lose it. So,
Obviously, you'd love to be going on to the next round, but with this result being what it is, does ending in a shootout impact seedings and things going forward, as opposed to if you'd lost in overtime or
sure,
in regulation?
absolutely. No, I mean, it's a draw. I mean, the committee sees that game as a draw, is what that counts as. So, a shootout loss other than the final game in the NCAA tournament counts as a draw. So, yeah, I mean, it stinks that we're done, but would I rather be eliminated in penalties or give up a goal with 1 minute left in overtime? Yeah, give me penalties, right? That's several RPI points, I'm sure. So, yeah, it's tough. I mean, we want to keep playing. Like, the guys are here because they want to play. We don't want to. If I said, you guys want to rest and get really fresh for the NCAA tournament, or do you want to keep playing? Like everybody says, let's play the game. So, but yeah, that's how it works. And tip my cap to Wake and their staff and how they prepared. And yeah, we were not better than them on penalties tonight.
You talked about the ability of your team to play through them. It seemed like for much of the first half was played in front of your goal.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that was simply a matter of whether you guys could match the intensity and urgency of a team that suffered a 3-0 loss here 16 days ago?
Yeah, I mean, that obviously plays into everything. I mean, we discussed that. I'm sure that was part of their motivation. Yeah, I just thought we were a little loose when we got the ball forward, and we would build through them, and then we'd give it away in bad spots, and we just weren't sharp enough like we were 2 weeks ago. And 2 weeks ago we were able to play through, and that resulted in chances. This time we played through, and then we got the ball to more dangerous areas, and we gave it away. We never really sustained possession in the attacking half for much of the first half. So, yeah, some things we can clean up for sure. We need to look at it, and we need to do a better job. But we got a little bit of time, and we'll be prepared.
I know we've talked a lot about the first ACC season and all the teams you've played and all of that. But again, how big is playing these types of games for really the big tournament that's coming?
Yeah, man, in one-off knockout tournaments, like anything can happen. Yeah, we've seen penalties. We've seen the best teams in the country. Like, I know there's other very, very good teams out there, but like this team is seasoned for these moments now. We're not going to see anybody that's completely different than what we've seen. We've seen all types of, stylistically, we've seen, everything. We've seen every different shape and structure of a team. So, yeah, we're not going to know anything until, not, 8 days from now, so that's hard, but yeah, it gives us time to concentrate on ourselves and get ourselves prepared and sharp, and we'll dust ourselves off and go again.